Yo, what's up everyone? Kage using Hagi here, and today I'm going to be going through Facebook Marketplace. So basically I'll be going through scams to avoid, what I bought on Facebook Marketplace, and basically how to protect yourself because we all know there's a lot of shady people on Facebook Marketplace and you shouldn't trust everyone that claims that they're selling something. So let's get to it. Okay, cool. So what did I buy on Facebook Marketplace? This cool gaming computer that was custom built by the owner, of course. And it essentially has 8 gigs of RAM, a Ryzen 3100, a 1060 3 gig GPU, and 500 gigs of hard drive. And I essentially got it for about 9,500. So that was obviously a good deal. And I'll basically going to be going through as to like, how did I get in contact with the person, where did I buy it, and basically my thoughts when buying it. So with the chip shortage, obviously it's very hard to get yourself a decent computer. And I obviously went on to Takealot and I browsed what they have, and they basically don't have anything. And I look at sites like EveTech. EveTech is basically a lot of the competent parts are actually out of stock, and they essentially stated that, yeah, I'm going to be having to wait for quite a long time. So hence I decided to, okay, let's go on Facebook Marketplace. But obviously when I was there, a lot of people were giving high prices, like they would charge, let's say 15,000 Rand. But like, if you actually know what you're looking for and know what the prices are supposed to be for certain components or certain PCs, you know when you're actually getting, I don't know, like basically played. So what I was looking at is I would look at one seller and see what their PC is. So there was this one person, he was selling a PC that's quite similar to the one that I bought, but his was 13,000, but he only had, let's say, more RAM, for example. And come on, like everyone knows that it's not going to be 3K to upgrade RAM. Like, dude, like you can get that for a K. So I essentially looked at that, and so I basically reached out to the person that I bought this PC from, and it was a kid from Durbanville, if memory serves me correct. And I essentially asked him, okay, look, how much are you selling this for? Why are you selling it? Because you obviously need to know more about the product, as in, don't just assume that a product even exists. Like, oh, why does the person want to sell it? I think that's the most important. Like, maybe it broke, or maybe it caught fire because this is custom built. And so yeah, he basically told me that, oh no, he's upgrading and all of that. And but before I even believed that he is selling something, I asked for pictures on top of pictures, because you shouldn't trust anyone. That's advice number one. So after I asked for pictures, I basically asked him to send videos. And I know what happens is that sometimes, you know, fake buyers, they would create, or they would take generic videos from the internet and they would make as if it's theirs and whatever. But like I was very insistent. I wanted the person to show me his face in the video, and I basically gave him like keywords to say, and I told him which benchmarks that I actually wanted. So yeah, I basically saw from that okay, this is an actual product, and this actually is a real person that is actually selling a product. And when it came to the day of actually going to buy the product, I obviously had to go there. And when I say go there, I obviously took a risk, obviously going to the person's place or residence or whatever you want to call it. We could have met at a, what do you call this now? A common location. That is what I would actually recommend, but I didn't want to do that because I actually wanted to go to the person and see the computer while it's still connected and run my own tests, because yeah, I have trust issues like that. I want to do the testing myself. So eventually I got to the place, I did all my tests, and until I was actually satisfied, I gave him the money. And yeah, ever since then, it was basically smooth sailing. I never had any problems and so on, but I'm obviously in the minority because I do have a friend, he was scammed. And this brings us to the second part of the video. Don't get scammed on Facebook Marketplace. As in, he got given a generic video, generic pictures, and he believed it because the deal was so good. He was going to buy a MacBook 16. Yeah, a MacBook 2016 model for about 6,000 Rand. That, you won't get that. Like, if a deal is too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. It's fake. It's fake, or you're being scammed. So he basically sent 6,000 Rand, and the person has been shipping it ever since. What they basically do is, well, it's called the shipping scam, and don't fall for this, but what they do is they would basically say, okay, look, if you send me the money or part of the money, this is what I'll do. I will send the device via, let's say, I don't know, what do you use, like postman or whatever, or the post office. And then what they basically do is they basically feed into your guilt, as in like, oh no, but how do I trust you if you're going to send me the other half of the money, and then you're going to be like, oh, okay, look, I'll send you the full amount of money, because, like, you know, like at the end of the day, you actually need to trust someone. I know I say that, okay, trust nobody, but like, dude, you're buying a second-hand product. I mean, there has to be a certain level of trust. Like, I mean, even if it is 1%. So yeah, he's been waiting for his Mac until now. He still didn't get it. And obviously when he started inquiring, the guy obviously got sick of him and he just blocked him as soon as the money reflected on his side. So let's review the PC now. Yeah, so now that I have the PC, well, I've been having it for like about a year now. Yeah, this channel did take a big ass break. But so what I basically do on my PC, I'm not really a power user or anything. I basically just do like light gaming. So I obviously play Fortnite. We basically get 60 frames on high settings, on epic settings, and on GTA, yeah, we basically get pretty much the same, 60, 70, like low 60s, high 70s, yeah. So I'm not really much of a gamer, I'm sure, because I'm only mentioning the most popular games because those are the games that I play. But this PC should be able to play, you know, any older games, but obviously if you come into the realm of, you know, like recent AAA titles, it's obviously going to struggle, and because this is a very old GPU. However, it was still very good value for its money, considering the current climate, if I must say so myself, of you know, struggling of getting a hardware in South Africa especially, and knowing that everyone is basically hiking up prices, it was still a very good buy for what you're basically getting. As like I said, I'm able to do everything that I used to do on my old laptop, so it wasn't necessarily a compromise for me, but more of an upgrade. And yeah, other than gaming, I do some light video editing. Obviously, I am on YouTube, and just a little bit of, you know, code on the side, because this is African Tech Grad, so I am a tech grad. But anyway, that's beside the point. That was just an extra for you guys. Anyway, if you guys are interested in knowing more about you know software development within South Africa, or Cape Town specifically, because that's where I'm based. So yeah, just hit me up in the comments below. And if you guys have any other suggestions for videos, any topics, anything, I don't know, anything else that's related to tech, of course, within the context of South Africa or Africa in general, then yeah, don't be scared to hit us up. And yeah, we also noticed that we had a lot of requests for the MTN or Vodacom 5G tests. And yeah, that's basically coming about, well, maybe not make any promises yet, but it's definitely coming. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to make sure that you never miss any uploads from us. And with that being said, African Tech Grad out.